The incident I am about to show you happened on July 26th in Oakland. A woman was driving around 8 a.m. on the Skyline Boulevard behind a white Dodge Charger. When her worst nightmare came true, the people in the white Dodger stopped in front of her, blocking the way, and two armed men came running outside.
Now, quit fucking around. No. Ah!
Thankfully, she was very self-aware and did not freeze in fear. She hit the accelerator and sped away. She then went to the police and was later interviewed in the news. She said that she thought they fired gunshots at her, but later realized that they just banged the window.
The attempted carjacking victim asked us not to reveal her identity. She describes what happened to her Friday morning around 8:30.
I thought he fired off 3 shots. Apparently he was rapping on the window.
She also said that the Dodge Charger chased her, and she was honking like crazy trying to get any attention she could.
And I drove away as fast as I could, trying to get someplace safe.
But as she sped away, the suspects chased her in their white Dodge Charger for a short while until she pulled into a safe place nearby and got help.
I had the horn going, and I was driving fast and hard, and I wouldn't let them get up next to me. Yeah, it was scary.
Thank God they left her alone. The sad part is that the woman was driving in that route was 38 years and now is scared for herself and her community. It really is frightening thinking about what would happen if she did not speed away.
She says she's driven in the area for 38 years, but now taking a different route at least for a while.
This is what the police had to say about the incident.
This time we have someone identified in that case.
Police say the same suspect may be linked to other carjackings in the East Oakland Hills.
An arrest is imminent of that person, but at this point I cannot discuss any further.
This carjacking attempt was recorded in Australia in 2017, where a group of 2 guys holding a wooden bat stopped the road with their van and tried to attack the unsuspecting driver. Unfortunately, there was no audio in the video, so we don't exactly know what their conversation was like. In the video, the guy tries to turn to the side to leave, but the attacker doesn't let him. Then his buddy gets a wooden bat from the van. He tries to reverse, but they keep following him, threatening him with the bat. Thank God after some time he was able to get an opening and leave the scene unharmed. These days it is really important to have a dash cam, as it serves as evidence if something ever happens. And also carjacking seems to be more common than ever before. Here is another video of an attempted carjacking incident. On a single lane bridge in Chile, a bunch of foolish robbers thought it would be a good idea to rob a truck driver. They stopped in the middle of the single lane and got down to attack the truck driver. The truck driver instantly knew what was going on and started driving and smashed their car. What did they think would happen when they stopped a vehicle 5 times bigger than their car? After smashing their car, he joins in the multi-lane and stops near the edge to call the authorities. What happened to the robbers is unknown, but I am sure they got what they deserve. This attempted robbery happened in India, where a bike driver and his 2 accomplices were driving near a goods truck. Using a cutter, one of them tried to open the back gate of the truck. After being able to cut the locks open, one of them climbs on top of the truck to get inside. But unfortunately for them, the truck driver hits the brakes and the bike hitting the truck falls down along with 2 of the robbers. Now laughably, one of the thieves is stuck on the back of the truck and doesn't know what to do. Once the truck slows down slightly, he sees the opportunity and jumps on the road. I am sure the truck driver would have been shocked when he saw the camera footage. There are a lot of crazy people on the road and people trying to scam us whenever they get a chance. That's why it's very important to get a dash cam. You never know when it might help you if there ever is a court case. Here's a clip to prove my point. This happened in the early hours of Tuesday morning in Browns Plains, south of Brisbane. During his drive, a woman with dark hair wearing jeans and a light hoodie is seen suddenly running from the left-hand side of the road in front of the moving vehicle. She then jumps on the vehicle's bonnet and acts as though she was injured. Then her accomplice comes as the driver reverses and yells the driver to stop, but the driver drives around the couple and leaves. No one knows if this was attempted insurance fraud or something even more malicious. The driver reported this to the police, hoping they could catch the culprits, but unfortunately the police attended the location, but were unable to locate those involved. However, investigations are ongoing into the circumstances surrounding the incident. When I was reading the comments of this clip, one comment really caught my eye. The commenter said a similar thing happened to me as well. Someone had jumped on my bonnet, and when I was driving off, I saw a bunch of people hiding in the bushes. They then called the police and reported a hit and run. Police came and watched my dash cam with front and rear cameras and let me go. This comment is so scary. Imagine what could have happened if he did not have the dash cam footage to prove his innocence. Here are a few more clips of these type of insurance scam fails. In this clip, a man from Serbia who seemingly looks drunk jumps on the bonnet of a car from out of nowhere. But the driver stops in time. Then the guy jumps again on top of a stopped car. The driver then just drives off. In this, a woman magically gets hit by a car which did not touch her, and then proceeds to yell at the driver. The clip I will show you is one of the saddest I have ever seen, so viewer discretion is advised. At 2 p.m. near Texas State Highway 21 and Caldwell Road in Bastrop County, a school bus with pre-K students were returning from a zoo field trip when a cement truck collided with them, causing the bus to roll over. Unfortunately, in this incident, a boy and a man died, and injuring many more. While inspecting the footage, it can be seen that the cement truck was veering across double yellow lines. No charges have been filed against the cement truck driver. The cement truck driver, while he was in the hospital for treatment on Monday, and he told them he admitted to having smoked marijuana the night before the crash. The driver also allegedly told police that he only had slept about 3 hours before consuming cocaine at 1 a.m. the morning of the crash. He also refused to provide a blood sample for analysis, according to court documents. This is footage from a police officer's dash cam. On August of 2016, the police got reports of a swerving car along Interstate 75, 15 miles north of Cincinnati. When they reached the location, they saw that the car was on the side of the road. They immediately ran towards it and broke the glass of the car so they can open the doors. They retrieved a father and son who were overdosed on heroin. While they were trying to resuscitate them, a nurse saw this entire ordeal and pulled over to help the officers.
One is making sound.
After trying for a while, they were finally able to save their life. They were then taken to a hospital for treatment. And later on, the father was charged with OVI and possession of drug paraphernalia. This next clip is one of the most intense clips I have ever seen. This happened in South Africa. where two people were transporting valuable goods in an armored Toyota, when suddenly all of a sudden a black sedan started firing at them with AK-47s. After escaping the black sedan, they drive straight ahead, and a pickup truck parked in the middle of the road tries to block them, but they swerve past it. Even after dodging the van, the organized group of criminals don't give up. They try to smash into the vehicle and fail. Even the black sedan tries to hit them from the side, but fails. Then the robbers overtake the vehicle thinking they will block the road ahead. But the driver was smart and turned the car around, speeding in the opposite direction.
Coming off dash.
After driving for a bit, he might have thought the threat has passed and turns the vehicle back around. But unfortunately, just as they were turning, they got shot at again in the windshield.
They're gonna fucking shoot.
The driver then looks for a safe spot where they can barricade themselves and also fire back at the criminals.
Run, Robbie. Run, Josh. Ask him where they are.
He then finds a parking lot at a hotel which had concrete walls that they could hide behind, so they stop there and get down with their weapons.
Fucking shoot him. He's next to us.
In a later interview, the driver Prinsloo, who was also the captain for the elite special task force in South Africa, said that after he got down with his weapon, he saw the gangsters fled the spot. I am a strong advocate for having a dash cams, but dash cams can sometimes get you into trouble if you do something stupid like crashing into a parade with your car and almost killing people. This next clip shows just that. This happened in southeast Portland. A driver was really frustrated with the heavy traffic while headed westbound on Interstate 84 due to the Rose Garden Parade. Getting increasingly frustrated, he plows through the barricade and drives. After moving past the barricades, he drives about and almost hits multiple pedestrians, including children. Then he gets chased by an officer who tells him to stop, but he refuses to listen and evades the officer. He is then again chased by another officer whom he ignores and escapes from. Then, without any concern in the world, he drives back to his house. But that's not the end of it. Later that day, the police arrested him, and using the dashcam footage from his car, he's now facing 38 separate charges, including attempting to elude an officer and felony unlawful use of a weapon. Authorities say he was driving on a suspended license and without insurance.